I'll be back.
That's right, fellow adventurers, AdventureX really is back, and this time at London South Bank University. This is the place where all of us come together from all over the world to share in our quest for adventure, check out some upcoming games, go to panels, or get up to some shenanigans in a dark room with John Robertson.
As the plot oozes out of you, you sleep, and when sleep has ended, you awake to find yourself in a dark room with no feet. Go!
One of the first things I did when I arrived was pick up some AdventureX booty from the Adventure Game merch store, link in the description below. The rest of the time I mostly hung out with people in the exhibition area. The good folks from Revolution Software were there showcasing the upcoming Broken Sword 2 Reforged. Here we can see a reforged spider being crushed by a reforged cabinet. Charles Cecil also gave a talk on how Revolution has evolved over the years, and how they've improved their box art from the early days of Adventure B. I also got him to sign my Art of Point-and-Click Adventure Games book. As you can see, he wrote over the text, which is totally fine by me. There were over 30 games being exhibited, and I was able to talk to a few of the devs, like James Lightfoot, seen here chatting with Cloak and Dagger Games, aka the Hobbs Barrow Boys. Alright, great. Can you tell me who you are and what it is you're doing here?
Yeah, I'm James Lightfoot from Lightfoot Bros Games, and I'm here showcasing Sleepytime Village, a story of a workaholic father and husband, who's not a very good father and husband, who needs to learn some life lessons and wakes up in a strange children's storybook village. And he needs to go on a path of redemption to escape.
Oh, okay, and so who's this then?
This is one of the villages of Sleepytime Village. This is Mimi, and you encounter Mimi in the opening kind of scene of the game, and you will have to help Mimi, and Mimi will have to help you. Is Mimi friend or foe? Well, you'll have to find out if you play the game.
The land of Nod begins to call. To Slumberland we gently fall.
If you've ever watched anything like Teletubbies or In the Night Garden or Moon and Me, and generally you'll probably only watch those things if you have a kid or go around someone's house who has a kid. They're quite creepy and weird on first viewing. There's like an omnipresent narrator who talks to you and talks for the kind of characters in the show. And the writer Steve had this idea of what would it be like if you as an adult woke up in this strange world, and there was a narrator, which is in the game. You have this narrator who talks to you. So our character Rufus, he wakes up and he's quite perturbed. He's quite put out, to say the least, when he wakes up in this village.
Where am I? Okay, so coming to an event like this, you get a lot of useful feedback.
It's been amazing. Yesterday I had 7 people give me the same piece of great feedback. It took them a bit longer than usual to find a specific item. If it wasn't for an event like this with brilliant people who love this genre, I wouldn't have got that great piece of feedback. So simple things like that just really make the game better.
Yes, Brogan is the voice of Babushka in my game. Very mean to me about So I'm Duck Made of Wood. This is the original Duck Made of Wood. This is the original game dev. I'm presenting here at AdventureX 2025 my first game ever, Dead End, a point-and-click adventure game that is like Monkey Island met Dr. Strangelove. You are a Soviet soldier sent to a very cheap and not well-managed bunker in Siberia, and you need to prevent World War III from happening. And also you have a cat named Stalin that will help you in your adventure, and you can also play as the cat in the second part of the game.
What's the story behind the Duck Made of Wood?
When I tried to do my first game, I put a survey online asking people what you would like to have in my game in order for you to buy the game, what you really want in the game. One person answered, a duck made of wood. And as happened, I had a duck made of wood at home, and so I said, okay, that's my name. From now on, I'm going to be Duck Made of Wood, and you will find a duck made of wood in each of my games. My message of hope and peace for this game is that when something bad happens in the world, there will always be a good person, one good person that will not press the red button. That's my message. So come and play the game, and it's only it's only 250 sterling. Please buy the game. I really need to carry on doing more games. Thank you.
My name is Luis. I'm the developer of the adventure game Legends of Castile, and I'm here today at AdventureX.
Oh, okay. And like, what's this like costume that you have on?
Okay, today I'm disguised as a Castilian person in the local festivities of Aranda de Duero in Burgos.
Okay, and like what's this here?
This is a device for drinking wine. So you can use it like this and drinking wine like this. Legends of Castile is a point-and-click adventure game about Spanish legends and folklore, and it's about a young girl. She has a vision of the Virgin Mary. From that moment, she wants to be a nun. She goes to a monastery and meets the Mother Superior, and she tells her that in order to be a nun, she has to be investigating creatures and legends around the region of Castile. You have to try to outsmart these creatures with your wit and solving puzzles and the usual things that you do in a point-and-click adventure.
Hello, little monster. What are you supposed to be?
They call us little enemies.
In the demo, you will meet two of these creatures. One are called the little enemies, and you will also meet the Ojaranco, which is like a one-eye ogre. and the game is being developed and it's supposed to be out next year sometime.
Sometime, right?
Hopefully, yeah.
I'm from Three-Headed Monkey Studios. We're a company in Cologne, Germany. And we originally come from film and television and started a film production company 2 years ago. And when we started the company, we decided also to try something different, and that was going into games and developing games. And Ghost Haunting is now our first title.
Okay, so why did you call your company Three-Headed Monkey Studios?
It's actually my two business partners' fault. They had a company before, they are brothers, and they called it Three-Headed Monkey Films. And when I met them, just based on the name of the company, I immediately knew we would get along great, because I love Monkey Island as well.
Okay, and so can you talk about what the game's about?
Yeah, sure. So it's a love letter to the 90s point-and-click adventures, mainly by LucasArts. It's a throwback to the 90s. It's supposed to basically remember you of everything that you loved about these games back then, but at the same time feel like a modern game and comes with all the modern perks that you would expect, with a hint system that guarantees that you won't get stuck for life. And it's about this little girl who finds out that her grandfather is in truth a ghost and monster hunter. And with this in mind, she realizes, wait a second, if there are ghosts coming from the world of the dead to the world of the living, maybe she can turn that around and go to the world of the dead to rescue her grandma, who died a couple of months ago and was the only person in her life that kind of saw her as the great human being she actually is, even though she's a devil inside.
What's the pumpkin? What is that?
So that's going to be her sidekick. He's called Baron Butternut, the character that makes her go on this journey through which she discovers all about that ghost hunting, monster hunting secret society. And yeah, he's a demon trapped in a pumpkin, because in this world, in order to capture something dead in the world of the living, you need a living container.
Okay, so you're just showing the demo right now, right?
Yes, exactly. It's the prologue of the game, so the beginning of the game that we're showing here. We're in full production right now since July, and we'll be done in roughly a year from now.
Do you want a newt fact?
Yeah.
Because there's a little girl in the game who loves newts, so she gives newt facts. So the warty newt can live to be over 16 years old. I hope that's true. It's the character who knows about newts, not me. So, yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm catching newts.
Naturally.
So this is the Beekeeper's Picnic, and it's a cozy point-and-click adventure game starring retired Sherlock Holmes. So.
Okay, so like he's retired and he's a beekeeper now?
He is a beekeeper, which I didn't come up with that. That is in the original stories. Arthur Conan Doyle decided he retires to keep bees. The original stories kind of end with it being a little bit unclear whether he's going to see his friend Watson again, like what their relationship is. So this game goes back and has them kind of negotiate, are they going to retire together, are they not, how often they're going to see each other, and the player can kind of choose what kind of relationship they have with each other, whether it's something brotherly, whether it's platonic, whether it's more romantic.
Watson is by my side again. I must ensure that he's able to rest and recuperate, and find a way to tell him, well, many things. But how? A picnic, perhaps, on the cliff tops.
I wanted to create something which was quite laid back and relaxing. So as a result of that, it's not a super fiendish puzzle game, and it's more about talking to the characters and getting to know them and exploring their kind of emotional lives, I guess.
Tilda, do you remember your parents?
Not much. I was little when they died.
Yes, I quite understand.
Then, may I choose you to be in my family?
You may, if you wish.
Before this, I was making comics, and I was trying to get a middle grade graphic novel published. And I had an agent, and the agent was sending off pitch packets to publishers. And that's quite a long process, and you spend a lot of time waiting around for people to get back to you and to go ahead or not go ahead. So I kind of wanted a small side project. And very quickly, the small side project became this really big project that I've really loved doing. And I'm probably going to make another game, and I'm not so bothered about publishing graphic novels anymore. So there you go. It's been a really nice experience.
I'm Ruben, and one of the two core members of Aruma Studios, and we are developing Shadows of the Afterland. So this one is about there's this woman, she gets her soul expelled from her body inexplicably, and then she sees her body committing suicide, and then her soul arrives in the afterlife, but she doesn't have that identity. She has the identity of another woman from the future.
Howdy! Step right up and prepare for the ride of your afterlife. I'm Gregorio, and I'm here to help you with your reincarnation.
And it's a weird place because there's a ton of bureaucracy going on, and there are all these officers in each of those buildings who think that their office is the best in the world, and that's why they get these weird names like Eternity's Vault and Atrium of Amnesty and stuff like that. And actually there is this agent's office, and the agents call themselves the Elite Spectral Squad. Everybody wants to have the best name in the afterlife.
I can't go in there. Something's holding me back.
In animation, we are about 80% right now, and voiceover is almost complete. We are with a few pickup lines to fix a few things, and then it's done. And everything else is ready to go. So I hope that in December we'll have a golden that we can start testing thoroughly. And when I have the full list of bugs, I can promise a release date. Not before I see the list of bugs.
My name is Jan. I'm Goloso Games, and I'm showcasing Chance Lucky Escape at AdventureX this year. It's originally a playdate game where you play Chance, a dog that is trying to run from the police, but you don't really know at first if he's really lucky or unlucky, and you discover it through the game. It's a small console, small indie console made by Panic. It looks like this, and the originality of it has a crank. The playdate has three features: a crank, an accelerometer, and a microphone. And you use these 3 features to solve puzzles. I made this game with Julia Minamata, the artist of the game. We worked the story together, and I did the rest. I did the dialogue and the coding. I'm making a Waffle Crankcade story, which is a Steam game that you can wishlist. It will be released in 1 or 2 years, and it will contain all the Playdate game I'm making, accessible to everyone who doesn't own a Playdate.
So can you tell me about the Asocial Giraffe, please?
Sure, a week in the life of Asocial Giraffe. You play as the aforementioned Asocial Giraffe. You have severe social anxiety, so severe that if anyone ever talks to you for any reason whatsoever, your head will explode. And so you got to go through a week of his exciting life, doing things on his to-do list. You got to go to the library, check out a book, you got to go to the gym, you have to go to the laundromat, all while making sure nobody sees you, because if they see you, they'll want to talk to you. So it's exactly like a traditional adventure game. When people do talk to you, they'll give you their entire life story, 7 or 8 eye-rolling puns, a really nice big gratuitous hint, and then your head will explode. So if you got social anxiety, we hope that you would relate to Giraffe. We want to make sure we're portraying asociality in a very empathetic light. The other thing we want to do is not demonize socialized people. You know, all the people in Friendly City, voted friendliest city in the world, they would do anything to help Giraffe if only they could. The problem is when they start talking to him, his head explodes.
Okay, so what do you hope the players will take away from the game?
Oh, I hope they got a memorable experience. You know, if you're a big fan of puzzle games, stealth games, adventure games, and you've played a ton of them, we hope that you really like ours as a contribution to the medium. But if you've got like a kid who's never played any of those games before, we hope that they enjoy it too. And we do hope that you enjoy the story. A little bit heartwarming, a lot of humor, and we hope that people will relate to it.
So that's all I was able to get round to, but check out all the other games on the AdventureX website, link in the description below. I can't express how much it means to me to be a part of this amazing community, but in short, it's bloody brilliant. The only downside is that I wasn't able to hang out more with everyone. Miss seeing other peeps there like Space Quest Historian, and was very sad not to see Roberta Vaughan, who tragically passed away earlier this year, but I'm sure her spirit will always be there. Thank you to Tom Hardwidge, Amy Tan aka Summer, and all the other organizers, volunteers and sponsors who made this event happen. Until next time and always, love you and keep on adventuring.
And my message of hope and peace doing this game is that I always hope that when the times come,
Sorry.
It's the battery.
I gotta press record. Oh! that was my fault.